Good morning, welcome back. I woke up before my alarm today. I was that eager to get on. We've got a few days to absolutely transform this place. First thing that we're gonna do is take out the nails. I'm hoping by the end of this next few days that there will be a wall up here, maybe potentially here too. My job though is to get rid of these out the window and into the skip. And this video is also sponsored by the lovely Squarespace, who I'll chat more about later on. Could make a nice little tune. Look how neatly they piled these on.
Yeah, I know.
Future reference for you.
What? Why? Because of my glasses. Can't see that, I'm afraid.
Hearth is coming out. If you're intrigued, Victorians bricked it up down there in a little bit of an arch, which is just insane really when you think about it.
So much effort put into making something we could do quite simply now.
Yeah, kind of beautiful though, but that is coming out because that is where our shower is going to go. And I have taken all of the nails out of all of these floorboards so that they can lay flat. We're actually going to move them into the hallway so that they're not getting in our way, because we're not going to need them pretty much till right at the end of this process now. What feels like an eternity later, we have been through the measurements another million times. Basically, and understandably, none of our house is straight or square. So all of our walls go off a little bit, and it's deciding where we take the measurements from, isn't it? Because, you know, it's all a little bit of give and take. In some areas, we've had to go a little bit different to the plans, but this is where we finally agreed the wall's gonna go. So we're marking it on, and the stud should be able to go up. So you can see here, this is where our bathroom's gonna be. So this will be the hallway, and you'll walk into the bathroom pretty much about here. What is that?
That is string line.
Oh, when did you buy that?
It
It looks like a clothes washing line.
kind of is.
What's it for?
It's for marking a line like this. Gee. I think I need a bigger ladder. This is not quite tall enough.
Thankfully, we still have the nails up in there. That's quite useful now.
I don't know if that worked. It's not flat enough. It's supposed to put like a chalk line down.
Don't worry, we'll use it as a washing line. We need one.
Option B. It's upside down spray paint.
Well, shake it. It might work. Shake it. Shake it. Shake it.
Go the other way. It's made to paint that way. We might just have to leave the laser up while we like get some things plugged in.
Okay. Oh, to know the professional way of doing it, hey? And have all the tools.
All the gear, no idea.
This is why it takes us so long. It's starting to get dark, but I'm determined. And do you think we'll get the wall up today?
Will we get the wall up?
Might get a little bit of the frame up.
We'll get definitely some of it up. We've got to figure out though where the door goes and the door frame size and stuff like that. Again, another job that we've never done before.
It took us about an hour to do all of those measurements again. And to be honest, it got to the point where we were just like, let's just pick one. Which one should we pick?
I like that one.
Yeah, we were like, okay,
We're gonna have a massive
agreed.
wardrobe and a tiny bathroom.
That's not the option we went for. I'm not sure the camera's going to pick it up, but the dust coming down on the laser looks like glitter falling. It's so pretty. Ollie can't see it. He obviously doesn't believe in magic. We're taking off all the nails. I'm meant to be holding Ollie on this ladder instead of looking at the glitter. Because we're going to be putting a baton across there to start our stud wall. It's absolutely freezing. And this guy is in his t-shirt. Polar opposites. But we are very slowly, surely, getting somewhere. What's this called again? You just named it something.
Sole plate, I think.
Sole plate. This is our sole plate. This is our wood on the floor. And I don't know if you can quite see here, but this is the doorway that we knocked through. So this is going to be our little hallway, and you can start to see here. This is where you walk through to the little hallway, and then this is where our doorway will be. Just here. Where you walk through into the bathroom. And now you can fully see and appreciate the size of the bathroom. I mean, there's no point in me talking you too much through this, because hopefully by the end of this video, we'll actually have some of the walls up so you can see it. Now we're putting the one at the top. What's the one at the top called?
Header.
Header.
Do you want to go up the ladder first? I'll pass you this bit of wood.
Are you sacrificing me?
Yeah, because we're going to need to mark this wood. That's very stable.
It's not safe though, isn't it? Pretty good. Right in the middle.
Dead in the centre in the middle?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You're going to do the first screw, okay?
Why don't you do the first screw? Sacrificing me again.
Yeah, something like that. I wouldn't put that there. You don't have to get it in the right place, you just need to get it in.
I'm gonna get it perfect.
I can't see here. How far in are you?
Pretty far in.
Okay. If you need to come more towards you to get to the centre line, as in the end of the wood in the middle of the joist, we can move the wood towards you. You're not saying anything, it's making me nervous.
I'm all good.
You in?
I'm in.
You're actually like half on the line, half off the line. Which is pretty good.
Yeah, I mean... Wait, did I do it better than
I
you?
think you might do it better than me.
What?
I think I might need to move mine that way slightly.
Oh, sure. I look like a move-in.
You're so white.
We're about stood where we will be brushing our teeth in the future.
Yeah. Just yeah.
I could do with washing my hands. In fact, we could both do with the wash. We're done for the day. As you can see, it's dark outside. It's 7:30, which we feel like is probably about time to be quiet. I'll show you though, we've got the frame of the stud work in. Tomorrow we need to figure out all of our cubby holes, so for our shower and for the sink unit. I think I was saying that we're gonna have a mirror here that we can both open.
One here, one here.
For products. So we've got to figure that out tomorrow, which will take a little bit of time, but hopefully, potentially by the end of tomorrow, do you think we'll have this all
We'll have it all done, yeah. Getting the outline was the hardest bit.
We say that now. Let's see how tomorrow goes.
And just quickly, before we jump into another day of wall building, I want to say a big thank you to this week's sponsor, Squarespace, who you may already know have been long-term sponsors of mine and the only place where I will have my websites. So if you don't already know, they are the all-in-one website building platform. I not only have my branded website with them, but we also have our wedding website, which we did recently and we sent out to our guests at the end of last year, and they absolutely loved it. It's a perfect place that everybody can go and find out all the information that they need for the wedding, details for traveling, details for the day after, things to do in the area, and also that RSVP button that we absolutely love because we're getting back all the information that we need and keeping it in one place. And Ollie and I were able to just sit down together one evening and go through the website, pop on our photos, pop on all of those details. It was actually quite a nice, fun task for us to be able to do together. Also something to be able to delegate to Ollie a little bit, because there's not a lot of things he can get involved with in the wedding, or that he chooses to get involved with anyway. And personally, I think it actually turned out pretty professional. We were chuffed considering we did it all ourselves. They actually have thousands of award-winning templates that you can pick from to make it personally unique to you, and you can use them as a base if you want and tweak them and make them as much of your own as you want to. So you can have an e-commerce website where you sell products, or you could have a portfolio or a wedding website like us, or a blog more like my personal one. There are so many different options. There is a template for everybody, a website for whatever you want to do. And to help you start your venture, you can use my code, which I'll put on screen, which will give you 10% off your first website or domain. But check it out, they do a free trial so you can see how you like it, and then when you're ready to go live, use my code. But for now, let's get back into the wall building.
Good morning. We are bundled up and ready for another day. We had IKEA waking us up at 7 a.m. on a Sunday morning this morning. So we've been awake for hours and we're really ready to go because we've been waiting again so that we can make noise on a Sunday morning. I think I forgot to show you where we got to yesterday, so let me show you. We got the frame completely in and we started to put the doorway in here. I've got you on a tripod, so this is really awkward. You can see Ollie stood there in the bathroom. So today we're going to get the doorway in and the rest of the supports in here, hopefully. Oh, red light. Oh, thanks. Come on in. I thought I'd drop in and speak to you guys because Ollie has literally just looked up Pythagoras theorem calculator or something, and I was like, switching off now. We are desperately trying to figure out the combination of the tiles for the shower with the recess, because that's the next bit for our little wall. Can you see our door over there, kind of? And over here I'm sat kind of just outside of the shower. And we're going for these herringbone tiles, and we potentially might tile ourselves. And we've definitely learned with tiling that if you calculate before, hopefully the tiling will go more easily. Let me switch around. So ideally, this side is where our recess will be, and we don't want to be left with little teeny tiny triangles about this size, because it will, number one, be a nightmare to cut, but also to do it neatly. Without squidging in the tile too much. I don't know if that makes sense, but like, you can't really keep grip of a tile that kind of size. So we're trying to make the triangles big enough. We're basically the recess size we're gonna make for the tile, hopefully. Now, if we were going for a tile like this, that would make our life so much easier, because we'd know the size of the tile when it was going to hit the recess. Because we're going to do herringbone, it does make it a little bit more complicated. Have you worked out your Pythagoras theorem is things?
No, it's been far too long since I've actually done any algebra.
So we don't know what we're doing, or?
I'll figure it out in a second.
Give up everything that I own. Yeah, I'd give it all up now just to be with rose in a garden, and it shows if I'm honest. You're the leaves in mid-August, and I've come out here to say that I love you. Ooh, ooh, you, ooh, ooh. So slow, hold you in my arms, won't let go. The world around could pass us by, a thunderstorm, a lightning strike, as we hold each other tight. You're the rose in a garden, and it shows if I'm honest. You're the leaves in mid-August, and I've come out here to say
The wall is pretty much getting there now. I mean, it is in. You can see the doorway here. Ollie is just putting in the little shower recesses. I'm gonna have one here and then one here. Oh,
Put like a nice lifestyle prop in there for you.
oh, there you go. There's our little shampoo. We've decided to go a bit higher with these. So that's our first one and our second one. And our head will probably be a bit higher in this room anyway, because it's obviously very tall ceiling. But I'm starving, so we have pizzas on. So we think we'll hopefully get these in. And then over here we need to do the mirror ones too, but I will show you that after lunch. We're getting the last few noggins into the wall, and I've just had my first low point of the project. Today has been quite full on for headspace, would you say?
Yeah, lots of decision
Lots of decision making, lots of maths, lots of, does this look right here? Are we doing the right thing proportionately? I'm turning around to show you. Ollie's just popping in a noggin there, but this is like the reverse back of the bathroom wall. And you can see over here, we've got our shower. We've put in these two. We were going to have these at different heights. And then we decided that actually we wanted a lot less of a gap here. And we're just going to put a solid bit of marble. So this is going to be herringbone. We were thinking, well, is it going to be weird just having tiny slithers of herringbone along here? So we made this smaller rather than, I think it was about 100. So it's about there. So it's kind of an odd size. And we've gone for 2 so that they're closer together. This is exactly where my arm sits for me and a little bit higher for Ollie. And then our head will go a good bit above. And then these here are where we have had our headache of the day. So these were going to be the recesses that we were going to do for the mirrors above the vanity unit. We've gone for a double vanity unit. So the double vanity unit will be going here. It's double, but it's small in proportion. And our ceilings are high, so I want a tall, elegant mirror so that it doesn't look stubby. But obviously to get a rectangle, or like normal size mirrors, are proportioned to be about this size. This to me is too big for the room. It's just too big. Going smaller is then too small and they start getting dumpy, and just like proportionately with our tall ceilings, I don't think it looks right. So I looked for more and more mirrors, I've been back and forth, and I think we finally decided that we're gonna go either make our own mirror or go bespoke with the mirror, because this vanity is semi-diddy, but we still want something semi-elegant and tall, but probably a little bit slimmer. And after all of that, we're still not sure if we're then gonna have it opening, because the vanity is about 550 deep, which isn't a huge, like, that isn't too bad. But when I open it, I'm stood here, I can probably reach this one. Ollie can probably reach this shelf, because I can just about, but there's no way I can reach up here. You might be able to, Ol. But we're just not sure whether it's worth it. But we're putting them in.
We're going to put them in, and hopefully we can either find something that fits,
Yeah.
that we can just buy, or
we'll just cover them and nobody will ever know that there's a recess behind. However, these recesses, we've planned to put our shaver points in here to charge things like our toothbrush and be able to hide it without having to have it below in a drawer.
It would be really nice and
So
useful.
it'd be really, really useful to be able to have it, but it might not be something that we open every day. We're just talking about convenience, and the thing that I love with the design is making everything in your life as convenient as possible. Upstairs, we absolutely adore the little shelving unit that we put behind the door. Like, if anybody can do that,
amazing.
do it, because you're there washing your face, turn around, grab something, go. And I just think for busy lives, it's nice to make things as easy as possible, and I don't know how easy
That would
this
be.
is going to be.
No. Geeky. The reason we love it upstairs is because it is called first order retrievability. It's like an organisation system. Don't
Yeah.
have anything in the way. If you want the toothbrush, grab the toothbrush. If you want the toothpaste, grab the toothpaste.
Yeah, but at the same time, design-wise, it's quite nice because it's not on display, it's behind the door. I don't know, it just really works.
It's really good upstairs.
And annoyingly, we can't get it quite to work as well here at the moment. It just might take a little bit more brain power, and I'm not quite sure I'm there yet. But anyway, the wall is basically done. This is the most decision making that we'll have to make for this run. This stud, quick and easy. That stud, quick and easy. No choices to be made there. So that's where we are.
And we've had enough.
Kind of, yeah.
But I've still got some more noggins to put in.
Yeah. And then we'll probably be done for today. And then tomorrow we're taking out floorboards, but we will catch up with you then. Same outfits, different day. Last night we did actually get some work done. We pulled these boards up and we re-put some back in the hallway just so that we could temporarily walk a little bit in here and also be able to walk around our house out there. They were the ones that we pulled up the other day, but all of these are now up, which means Ollie is popping in the hallway wall, which will go just here where the laser is. You can kind of see it at that point there is where that wall's going to go. And on the floor there. So he's doing that. Whilst I have been doing these. So these are the floorboards that we took out. And they are so dusty. And I'm getting all the nails out again, which seems to have been my job pretty much for the majority of this. And then with this round, unlike the upstairs, we're just going to plane the sides. All of these. Lovely. I mean, it's kind of insane that these boards are hopefully going to look like what our floors look like upstairs. Now I'm hoping that once Ollie has built that other wall, I can start placing in floorboards already nearly. I mean, we'll need to plane them first. And then in this room, we actually don't plan to take up, well, we plan to take up every floorboard,
But then put it straight back down, so we don't have to carry all of the floorboards to the garden.
or anywhere else. To be honest, just dealing with them here is a bit of a faff. So we'll probably start from one end, take one out, undo all the nails, put it back, and keep going the whole way through. It will mean that because we want to put our stud wall in here, that will be one of our next projects. We're not going to do that until after the plumber and electrician have been. Not pointing the camera anywhere really, because we want to move the floorboards around a little bit before we do that sub wall. Because although we're not sure we'll ever do it, one of the reasons that we chose this plan rather than putting a bathroom over there is because if one day anybody or us did want to take down that wall and have this room as one big space, it would be super easy to. The floorboards would all be here running through. There'd be no bathroom pipe work over there. It's just the bedroom. That's the reason why we kind of chose this plan in the end. Be very simple to do. Just take down a stud wall and the room's back.
Patch a couple of holes for the cables.
Yeah, so we want to try and keep the floorboards as long as possible in here, just in case. Keep it as intact as we can. But we've got quite a few floorboards to work with up here, unlike the top floor, because our bathroom is quite a big area that we took floorboards out of, where we won't be putting them back. Right, hopefully by the end of today we will have that wall up. Maybe some plyboard, maybe some of this plyboard up as well, which will mean we'll start to actually properly see the space.
That'll be exciting. That'll like transform it.
It will.
Yeah.
I'll pick you up then.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my
Thankfully, you can barely see me because I am hot, sweaty, dusty, but you can see just under there, I have planed all of the floorboards that we had free. So they are literally ready to go down in the dressing room in there when we're ready. Whew, need a quick little break. And this one has been getting on with, what's it called? So tired. Look at all the dust all over me.
No, you've been doing the dirty job today.
I've been doing the really dirty job.
I feel like I haven't got as much done as you today.
Yeah, but you always have the mathematical stuff takes its time, doesn't it? But the frames up, and the ones in the middle take no time at all, do they?
Yeah, this has all been like because I've had to put noggins in the.
Yeah, and you've straightened it all here, haven't you? Nothing straight. Looks so good though.
Yeah.
We'll get that in. We'll get that done today.
Yeah. Shouldn't you?
We did it. I'm afraid it is dark. I'm starting to get cold. I have that like horrible, actually I don't need to tell you guys, hot and sweaty and then feeling
Chills.
very cold. Yeah. This is insane though. We're taking pictures and we're very excited because we can finally visualize the space and it looks bigger than I think we were expecting. It's still hard to tell on camera, but we're calling this area our lobby because we keep calling it the hallway and then we get confused with our actual hallway. So this little bit for now we're calling the lobby. If you guys can think of anything better to call this area, let us know. It seems a bit weird. It seems a bit like hotel-like calling it a lobby. Anyway, this is pretty good. We'll easily be able to put hopefully a slim console, 2 lights, a nice big picture here. And then this is the doorway where Ollie is, and he's basically stood in the bath. So you come through our little lobby area into the bathroom. And then you can see there, we've got our 2 mirrors, and right over there, the shower. Ollie's kind of stood where the toilet will be right now. Don't need to demonstrate that. And then if I come back through this way, sorry, gotta be careful because we've not got any floor. Step over these. And then into here will be our dressing room. And actually this is the room that looks a lot bigger than I imagined. And I think this is because we've only really seen it in the designs, with wardrobes in. So obviously this will be coming in a huge amount to fit wardrobes, but it's still a really great space for a walk-in wardrobe. Thrilled. Taking pictures from literally every single angle. Yeah, we really want to remember this moment though, what it looked like before. Ollie's done some pretty great stud work. He said he's gone a bit overkill on the wood, but we can do that because it's DIY, make it really strong, and it is super strong. We are dusty, we're ready to shower. We're gonna, putting this on camera, we're gonna come and tidy up tomorrow night, but whether we will or not, we'll probably need a bit another week.
I never take enough photos, and then I'm always just start being like, huh.
Oh, you're always like, Laura, can you send me some photos?
I wonder how far we got on that wall.
From here, we're now waiting on our plumber, who at the moment is saying end of Feb, and right now it's end of Jan, so we're hoping...
It's middle of Jan already.
Yeah, it's middle. We're hoping he might be able to get in quicker. And the electrician, who, I mean, we haven't even heard from him in a little while, so hopefully he can come in soon too. And in that time, we're going to start getting on with, well, we've got loads to be getting on with. We've got the nails to get off of the ceiling.
Battening all of the walls.
Yeah, we picked up some battens today to start that.
Mm-hmm.
We can start on the floor in here.
Yeah, we can
Now
literally
that
start
I've
laying
cleaned
it now.
those, we can start laying the floor in here, and we can start doing the floor in there too. Seems to be coming on a lot quicker than the upstairs, but you know.
We've learnt a lot.
Well, also we say that now. Let's see where we are in a month or so.